Hey traders, Kill Stokes here. I wanted to come and give you a quick video. This is actually a trade I took earlier in the day, but as I came back to do my nightly review and analysis before bedtime time, we actually had a secondary opportunity. So I figured I'd bring it your way as well in case any of you guys were interested in getting involved or, of course, just learning about how I see the market. So this is going to be a classic pullback trade. I'll kind of work backwards through this. I always start on the higher time frames and I work down, but this time I'm going to start here and then work up just to explain. What we've seen is we've seen price action ebbing and flowing, putting in new structure lows, outside returns, new structure lows, right? Each time we break one of these relevant levels of structure, we call that a new structure low. It allows me to make a prediction that price is likely to continue lower. And as a trend continuation trader, what I'm looking for, my personal preference, I should say, is to look for that next pullback, that retracement, and then look to catch the next extension down. Now, I am not a classic trend continuation trader. I'm more counter trend by nature. So what you'll see, what I do is I don't shoot for the extension with my initial targets. My initial targets are always looking to get out at a retest of structure because structure is the backbone of my philosophy. It's super important. I'm scared to go past it, yada, yada, yada. And then I'll look for the extension with secondary targets. So what I looked for here was two things. One, we needed to have a pullback into our previous level of structure. We cannot break and close above here. Two, what we were waiting for this morning was we were looking for the deceleration here. And what I mean is this. Not only did we see the steepness of the slope, the grade of the hill, I guess you can say, decrease, right? A really strong move right here, and then kind of more neutral, iffy indecision candles on the way up. You can tell by the wicks to both the upside and the downside, specifically the upside, showing that the bulls were being kind of fought off by the bears. And then finally, a lower low, lower close right here for my entry. We also had confirmation in two ways. One, we had our RSI, our relative strength index, overbought right here, massively overbought, right? Traditionally, our overbought is at 70. We came to mine is at 80. We came all the way up to 85. We also had something called hidden diversions, which I don't want you to spend. If you're not familiar with it, don't spend any time thinking about it because it's going to mess with your brain and your eyes. It's going to be all weird. But essentially, what we have is we have lower highs here on our price chart, high number one, high number two. However, we have higher highs here on our indicator, right? High number one. If I can draw that on correctly, there we go. High number one and high number two. That's something I like to use again in trend continuation opportunities. Third, we get an RSI swap. And this basically means that our RSI from our extension ending to our pullback went directly from an oversold to an overbought condition. Now, again, all these things by themselves aren't really spectacular, but in my way of doing technical analysis in the market is it's CTS based combined technical scoring system. It's taking different types of analysis, different clues, I guess you can say, putting them together. And when you have multiple clues all pointing in the right direction, boom, that opens the door for a trade. So real quick, I want to go back to the 4 hour, and this is where I started. And this is where the initial prediction came in, right? We look at a 4 hour. Again, what was the most recent thing that we did? We broke and violated a previous level of structure. We did so on the daily as well. If you want to hop all the way up to the daily, let's actually do that. There we go. You can see that we broke and closed below structure right here. We then did again here. So we're in that bearish mindset to begin with. We then asked ourselves if price action is likely to continue lower. Where are we likely to continue lower to? Our next relevant level of structure, which for me is right here. Some of the other traders in the room this morning had a little bit of a lower prediction. This is fine. Again, I'm more conservative in my approach because I'm not really a true trend continuation trader. If you have a lower prediction right here, that is fine as well. We also might have a cipher pattern. Don't get distracted, Akil. Don't get distracted. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a cipher here as well. That's a different video for a different day, but that cipher would actually come right in the middle of that prediction zone, which could come in handy. But anyway, back to the point, my predictive level was right here. So as we go down to the 4 hour, again, we can see that level clearer. You can see the highs right here. Boom. This is the area that I'm looking for my secondary target. So that's how we came up with that target level. So again, First prediction is looking for price to go to here, hopefully get a target one off at these lows, and then look for a follow through to this level right here. That's a walkthrough, a tired walkthrough of the trade. And what we've done recently is we've actually formed a double top. So if for some reason you weren't able to get involved in this trade here, or maybe the risk reward wasn't in your favor, it's just above a 1-to-1, so it's not anything too great. Well, price action, just like we did down here, zoop, zoop, zoop. Price action technically put in a double top right here, which is an alternative reason for entry. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And hoping you guys a great weekend. I guess a great Friday first, but a great weekend after that too.